Hello, Divine Sunshine. This is Divine Sunshine. If you would like to have a reading with me, go to my website, divinetwinsoul11.com, which you can get a reading. Today, we have the specials for July, which is if you want to get reading with me for an hour, you can get that for $22, and for 30 minutes, you can get it for $11. Please take advantage of that. Go to my website, go to divinetwinsoul11.com. Hit on the services page, click on the book online, and take advantage of that. You can also reach me on Instantgo, which is go divinetwinsoul11.com, and you can get a reading with me 3 ways, either by text, phone, or video. Those are other ways. Also visit my Facebook page, which is Divine Twin Soul 11. There you can get see different updates I have put on there. Sometimes I put videos, I put quotes on there to just kind of keep the Twin Flame Collective pretty much motivated. Okay, so today, this week, energies I did not get last week. Last week's energies were pretty much really dealing with a lot of purging and coming up with a lot of energies. It started off high, but then I guess with this blood moon that's coming in on the 27th, you can tell that the energies begin to shift. When we're talking about with the divine masculine, pretty much some of them I picked up that were kind of still going with through some ego issues as well. It seemed like they might have been going through some their own tower moments, or they might also be going on with their own somebody say insecurities. Okay, let's go with that if that's what came to me. Insecurities that they are also dealing with, and it's being brought up. So for that to be said, that's where it came in. I just heard the word say insecurities that we're dealing with. Some of us are divine feminists are pretty much dealing with our finding our voice, pretty much standing up and saying things to people when we see injustice. I know I had expressed that even with my mom about that. I just noticed, and I'm observing a lot of people is just kind of in for that eye for myself. And also when I took her to the doctor, I was just noticing a lot of them, just people, and it's just kind of like a pattern. Everybody's kind of just dealing with their own world, and it's not like really a connection, and there's a lot of not justice being done. And I'm noticing that's not just that. I've talked to even one of my clients, and we talked about that, how she felt that she had to voice her opinion on something, and how people are kind of bucking against it. But as us, we've got to, divine feminists, we have to find our power and still stand in with the no when we say, no, we don't want this, or no, we've got to put up protective borders, or put up our own boundaries. That's really our healthy boundaries as well. And that's what I kind of felt with the energy. It was some more, but since that energy is kind of past, I felt that early, and I didn't jump on it right away with that. Definitely when I'm looking at the videos, I see a lot of, they're saying the karmic cycles are ending. I can see a lot of things that's happening karmically going on, with, especially with karma. I've had people that way back in life that I had walked out on, or had said forget it with them, that they didn't contacted me through Facebook, say they want to be friends with me. Don't be laughing who I'm talking about. But I'm like, what is this? You know, so I'm like, okay. So you know, say what? Yeah, you got to speak up this time too.
I have picked up. This is personal, but
okay.
As you were saying, you're not laughing. But I have picked up that spirit. You know, I have good karma with the person that you're not naming.
Right, and let the one that she'll be nameless.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and so they contacted me, and there's some other things, like I had a little kind of run in with a coworker at work, and I thought that was kind of be in, and I walked on there like, hey, so-and-so, hey, Miss so-and-so, you know, hey, Hollywood, something, they call me Hollywood, you know, and like that, and I was like, okay, well, I thought you done told everybody about, I said so X, Y, and Z about you, and which wasn't true, and that, so I see things kind of unraveling on their own without me having to push in there, so the universe is like, okay, we just kind of cleaning up that old stuff, the stuff that's don't make any sense. There's really no earthly good for it now and what we're dealing with. So we're going to, I think I'm going to look into and see what's going on with the twin flame energies right now. I'm also noticing a lot of sites and now some of the channels, not sites, are now stating that no more calling twin flames, because that's really because they're collapsing the different dimensions of the fourth. And the fifth is now coming down to the third, and now it's just not, we're not calling twin flame, divine twin flame souls anymore. It's just right now they're divine counterparts, because now it's getting to the point that everybody, what we're doing, everybody can be able to do it. We're just the forerunners, and as the new race and the new world comes along, everybody should be able to do what we're doing, because that's the ultimate with that. I might touch upon karmics, because I kind of got the word from Spirit to say, yeah, you need to kind of touch upon it. I'm going to do an all over general thing. I know y'all happy. Say, yay. I'm not going to get too drama in there, because I watched in another twin, I think her name is Twin Flame Channelings, that she said the same thing about that karmic energy, not to delve in there and give them too much energy, because you're making them stronger in a relationship while your partner, your divine counterpart, is dealing with them and learning their lessons, karmic lessons through them. You keep on talking about it and giving the drama and say that's so-and-so and that Jezebel and she stole my man and all that stuff is not really helping the situation. So and I know that from even from church. I'm not going to keep on feeding into it, but I will give a general just to see what's going on with it. And I'm not going to try to give like a negative spin to it. So right now what I'm going to do is let's look and see what's going on for the collectives as far as the divine feminine. Clear? Okay, divine feminine. What's in her mind space? What's in the divine feminine's mind space? Whoa. Okay, I'll let that slide. 2 came out. What's in the divine feminine's, I say heart space, mind space, right? What is in the divine masculine's mind space?
God seems to be telling themselves what they want.
Yeah, that's true. That when they pop up, that's why I call this almost like a spirit say, dip, this the one I want. And what's in there? What's in the mind space? Okay, you got 3 energies. You got another co-host. My baby's in the furry baby princess is in the corner. She's also special. All right, so what's in the heart space of the divine feminine is chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Right now, the divine feminine is really feeling a pull towards the divine masculine. It looks like to me that she's kind of pretty much has the light, which to me is like igniting the fire, which is giving flame and fueling for what's going on in the divine masculine as well. It's interesting that he has the blue, which is the throat chakra, so he seems like he wants to communicate something. And then you have the orange, which is the sacral, which is the intimacy, how you connect to others. And so he wants to communicate something, I want to say almost sexual, excuse me, Mom, but something else that he's kind of thinking about sexually with her. He's like, I'm holding on. He's like, I'm just really waiting for you to give me the green light to say, okay, I was waiting. She's got that kind of light and glow.
What is that in her hand?
A light.
A light.
I would say like the flame.
Oh, right.
With that, she's in red, so she's got to get rooted. Her root chakra there, which is basically to really get into a firm foundation about things. I know definitely with the divine feminine, this week has been kind of testy as far as I've heard even myself and even talked to a client and talking with my spiritual mentor, how it's been very testy as far as the waters with us and our divine masculines. And just really staying rooted in it. I almost feel like you want to take with the wind. You like 1 minute I'm with it, 1 minute I'm not. And so that's it. So what do you pick up from this card?
I think you just about got it right. Let's go a little more maybe.
Okay, I didn't know you said
something. It looks like he's wants something in a romantic or love. Let's say love. We won't put it romantic now. A feeling of love that he's expressing to her, expressing to her.
Okay, all right. Okay, so she said love. We're not gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it PG-13. Okay, so now the children came in reverse. Right, and so your love life is being affected by children. Now, I don't know if there was children once upon a time with this, whatever it is. If it was an issue with children, there isn't an issue anymore with the children. There would be an issue also, not physical children, but even just dealing with your childhood. Maybe you're dealing with it. It's not something that was major. It's like I'm in the process of kind of dealing with and learning how to adjust with it, healing things. I'm right in the process of it. That before it was like big, but I see it being kind of reduced down as far as with children. Also, you have with the male here, he has his things with dogs, which means loyalty and authority. He looks like he's kind of mastering that, and she has with her a little puppy, which means to me that she is dealing with her nurturing herself. Sometimes I know I've heard this and I'm hearing this now, that this children doesn't also mean that just children. It also means mastering self-love. This could be also in reverse, that they're not. If it's not, it goes two ways. It could be that you're not dealing with the issues of self-love and you need to deal with it feminine. Go back to self and nurture those things as finding yourself as standing in authority.
Children, I would see what's coming to me is like a beginning. You haven't moved into adult, adolescent, adult. So that's the beginning of this self-love.
Okay, so it's not. It has not matured.
Sure.
So
right.
This is in an immature, like somebody's immaturity with some things, the self-love. So this is what I'm saying for that. So that's what's in the heart space. In the mind space, she has romantic feelings. Well, that's evident. You see her about the chemistry there. So she has that. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So right now you might say, is this all in my head? I see him, I dream of him in the 5D, and 3D don't look like any actions, but you know, am I crazy to be feeling this way with him in the 5D and, you know, bring them down? So yes, they're saying the cards in your mind, you getting to the point that you're saying, no, I'm trying to make this into reality. Right now, this came in reverse. Let your friends help you. I want to say with this is why it came in reverse, because here I know that even with my own self, sometimes you ask for friends to give you help, and sometimes they don't have. And I talked to my spiritual mentor, and she did bring up a very good point, that sometimes we don't have the whole story of what's going on. We're seeing this person from one point of view, and like you say, well, when I listen to what you're saying, it sounds like it's player from the Himalaya. But then you're saying, but I'm getting all these other facets like a diamond of this person, and it's just whatever this one way is portrayed to you is not the whole totality of what's actually going on. And so this is what I'm thinking. You've gotten to the point now that you're saying, you know what, I got to stop looking for outside sources, going to psychics, listen to all these YouTube channels, talking to mom. I'm just saying this hypothetically. Talking to your good best girlfriend, and doing that, and just saying, you know what, I got to check it and see what does my heart say about this situation. Okay.
Your higher self.
Or your higher self, right. So no more outside sourcing of stuff. Now I'm getting more so into, is it? I just asked my little, I got smoky in here. I don't know what it with that. Yeah, because it's almost gone. Playfulness, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So you really in your mind saying, instead, it's been so heavy, been heavy with the energies, been heavy with everything else, that you're kind of getting to the point that you're saying, I just want things light. I want him to be receptive in my mind. I want to be able to receive him, fall into him, submit in some ways. Not submit like the other one, like he high above and you low, but just really go into whatever. And this is what you really maybe visioning or concentrating on to happen. So you swing it. So you pretty much right now you go on with the flow.
Turn this a little bit. It's a woman on a swing, right?
Yeah.
Man, he's swinging.
That's some smoky incense. I tell you that, baby. Boy, oh mercy. It's like the Indians or Native Americans be doing something here. Okay, all right, so whatever in here should be out. Okay, with the divine masculine in his heart space, it says new love in reverse. That means right now he's not looking for a new love. Right now he's trying to just master the love, which would be the divine feminine, and deal with the feelings that he has present. You see here is it's a woman here that's in the center of it that will represent the divine feminine. To me, she has on an outfit that looks like she's very, like she's been out in the field working. And to me, that means right now she is really reaping the harvest of the fruits of her labor and the things that she has reached. You reap what you sow. So she's been reaping, and she's ready to gather up all the harvest that she has put out there. She's got the spirits have been guiding her, leading her, letting her know. She looks like she's kind of in a more of a higher position too. And he's bowed down. Now he's still as the divine masculine, like I told you all before. He has on that armor. He's got the head still covered. So that means his heart, right now he don't have a full armor on, but that head there is still a little kind of covered. We ain't getting the full conscious the flow of the crown chakra to the crown chakra of communicating back and forth. But everything else, he's working, to me, it seems like from those lower chakras and working his way up. And the right now that his mind and his consciousness is about the last thing to go as far as really bringing this into fruition. Anything else?
No, I see.
Okay.
I think she's very strong because she's in the pardon me, she's in the field that she's been working.
I said that.
I'm going.
Okay, I got you.
Like she's been working, and I'm saying that she's been working like on herself in this love relationship that she's going through with. Now he's got this armor on, maybe to protect himself, because more of the higher self, the third eye, and does that armor protect his throat?
Yeah, it goes all the way down there.
What he may say and what he may do, because where she's coming from, he doesn't know. But right now, I would say for him to be a little silent and more listening to her, because she's ready. She's been working on herself very strongly, because she has that feel like a person bringing milk in, bringing weeds in, that's why I see her bringing a lot of stuff in from the field.
Wheat, okay, yeah, well,
different things.
Right.
So that's working hard
right.
to get where she wants, and he knows that she's been working hard. So he's kind of protecting himself that he won't lose her, because he don't know where she's coming from.
That's very good. That's very yeah. I'm in total agreement with that. That is true, because some of them they don't know. Some of them have been twin flames, have been in this journey for years and years. And some of them just pop up out the blue, and you're like, "Where you been, Joe Smo?" And you're like, "Okay, but I just been dreaming and thinking about you, and I want you back now." And so she looking at him like, "Okay." She kind of looked like a cocky, like a okay, now you back.
Right. That's
now
she's been working on herself.
Right, she been working,
strong.
so she very strong. So it's like,
strong.
okay, yeah, now you here. Now I got to see what you got to offer.
Right.
That's the way she looking at him. It's like she's torn when she knows she wanted. She probably in herself just like, okay, calm down. He is here, but we got to make him work.
I don't know if she knows she wanted, but she wants to see where he's coming from, and it's really both of them want to see where they're coming from.
Right, I'm gonna make you.
I'm here and saying, I've been there before with you. You almost said that right there. I've been there before with you, and I don't know if I'm going that way. And he's like, I've lost you. Now I've got to play this a different way. Almost like what's that TV show we watching now? Love
Is. That's why I told them. I told them, I said, y'all got to watch that show. Love Is, because Love Is a divine twin soul journey. That it really is. If y'all know something, say don't watch it because they program you through the TV. But that one is very good.
Life.
Well, right, that's true.
And the young lady said that she got this from her husband and wife. This is the husband and wife that has wrote this TV show.
Okay. So this is a true story.
It's a true story in some ways. I'm quite sure she's putting a little TV
twist into it and everything.
Most of it, foundation of it is that.
Right. Okay. So in his mind space, so that's in his heart. So this is what he wants to do. He wants to approach her. He don't know how she's gonna receive him on that one. So now we're in the mind space. Okay. So right now he wants to flirt. So they're kind of mimicking each other. Playfulness and flirt is pretty much in the same thing. Okay. Flirt is keeping it light. Playfulness is keeping it light. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Right. I think in some ways, most of the time when a man flirt with it, it's kind of like I'm testing the waters. I ain't going to get too deep. I don't put too much rap on you. Too strong, because I don't know if you're ready for it. And I don't know if I'm ready for the reaction. Right. But I'm just going to, just to kind of see, is you still into me? Where's she at? Okay. If you're still into me, so I'm just going to flirt. See, that's him. See, he just talking sweet nothings into her ear. And she just kind of listening.
She's listening. She's not really. She's still out coming in from the field.
Right.
Still listening. Talk on, see where you
coming from. Okay. And then it's a strong attraction here that he has. When he thinks on his mind, to me, I'm picking up with this, is that his divine feminine helps him look and stop and see the world in a different way. Because you got to stop and smell the roses, which is, he makes him really take in all the world. Before, he wasn't able to see the beauty with his divine, without his divine feminine, but with her, she brings in a beauty, a different beauty, and she's just really his focus right now, and he's just really feeling that attraction. The attraction is very, very strong. I feel that it's at the point that he just said, I cannot deny it.
I don't know why when you said that, it made me think of your father and myself when we were younger. That seemed like what he was sort of like doing when you come from a playboy lifestyle and then you find somebody else different, so you say, oh, I can't deny this is something different I haven't experienced before. Our relationship came up.
Came up with that. Okay, all right then. So now that is what is the energies for that. So now let's tap in and see what things do we have to some keep on leaving me say do current energies. Let's see what this. Woohoo! Gotcha. Put you up here. Okay, let's look at the current energies between clear, the divine feminine, and the divine. Whoa, that's too many. That's a lot. That's a lot now. Divine feminine and divine masculine. What's the current energy that's going on with them for this week? The current energy. So that's what they're thinking. What's the current energy? Whoa. Goddess of destruction. Okay, Kali, number 5. 5 means change. Okay, now that goes back to what you're saying. She look like Alicia Keys. This girl is on fire. She look like she on fire. Yeah, this guy like I'm in business. Going back to what I talked about, client myself is like, I'm gonna find my voice. I'm gonna speak. She's very in power. So let's see what's going on with these energies. It's number 5, goddess of destruction. Oh, that's shadow. Okay, I have been known as a scary guy to work with. Instead, think of me as a mother figure. That is it, you're here. Who is not afraid to dish out the tough love to bring in the corrections that are of the highest benefits to children. That's under that children card came up. I am the goddess of destruction, but let me tell you this. There is no destruction of you, of your soul. Although you may change shape or form, the core of who you are remains underneath in spite of the things you experience that seems like failures with your vantage point. In fact, the core of who you are can often be buried underneath layers of debris, restricting your energy. So when I come flaming through your energy field with my fiery energies of destruction, All that is being destroyed is that which is holding you back from being the most shining version of all that you can be. What I ask of you is to begin making beautiful art of the dirt in your life. Take the things that seem like hindrance and unnecessary pain and use them as a transformational tool to rebuild something entirely new. Just as I am featured in my card, standing head held high amongst the rubble of an earthquake, decide what I am going to build on this brand new foundation, knowing that it was time for everything to come crumbling down, to bring down the stagnant energies with strength and gumption. Okay, did you say? I heard a lot of amens back there. So what did you pick up?
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be strong, like to learn from those lessons that, like she said, from those energies that you didn't you say? Help me out here. Remember that those energies that had brought you down. That's what
Right.
she said. From those energies that had brought you down, stand strong on. And I've always said, if you don't learn your lesson, you're gonna repeat it again. So go over and see to yourself when you're in that quiet period of time to see this so and so, this I have to diminish this, I gotta get strong in this category. Because now it's no, did we get somewhere where a man or a person, that don't have to be a man, just a person, individual, try to take advantage of you? Did we have anything up there in those cards that we?
No, but that if you felt that might have been the energy that ran through.
Well, that was then that made someone saying then that made me come from that childlike consciousness.
Okay.
That childlike consciousness, you just playing with it. See, when you play with something, it's gonna come back to bite you.
Okay.
So that's what she's saying there. To learn from that strongness. I am woman, as that song used to be. So that's what you learn, very much so. That goes, I still love that one, where the one she's coming from in the field, that she and her can be together with me in there. So
yeah, and that's the same thing that I picked up there, is that, although we have these towering moments that we have experienced, either the divine feminine, because I said collected the overall energy for this week. We might, and with this blood moon coming in, and I know from even my spiritual mentor, she has stated that, it's going to shake you up. It's going to bring some things up. So, things might not be, I know even for my own self, things that look like we was going a certain way, and then all of a sudden it just kind of say, okay, ain't nothing changed. We still on the same roller coaster ride. We just came for a stop. So with that, it's just that, it's just like you said, learn it. Okay, if you're going on a roller coaster ride again, learn to take them turns, put the hands up high and say, wee, instead like, oh my God, here we go. Like every time it's new, when you done went over the same thing. Learn how to build on it. Take that lemon and turn it into lemonade.
Yeah, because if you know when you go on a roller coaster ride, okay, you got that first hill, that's deep, high, steep down, zoo, but you're going to go over another one.
Right.
And you're going to go over another, then you're going to have some twists and turns, where today, they do, some of them turn you on upside down.
Yeah, right, true, right.
Nobody likes in those valleys when you turn upside down, because those are the ones you be praying, God, please, please, please help me and turn this back to safety. So learn those lessons, get them strong. I'm ready for you to turn me, but I got to get out of this.
Right, and so take that dirt and like the construction, just like the volcano that's erupting, it's doing that. It's going to create, eventually it's going to create a new land, but it's just caused the destruction at the same time it's doing what it's doing. And that's the same thing that she's saying through the cards, is that we have to take that destruction. Say, you might take it as, what God said, that you might take it as bad, but God took it as good.
Right.
And those things. So even though it looked like things ain't come together, and I felt that, and say, okay, I don't think this ever gonna come to no happy ending. But you stand there and say, he said, no, he's got something else. Don't go by the illusion of how it looks. It's something else.
That I have the footprint. Majority of people know that when God's carrying this man, and then after a while, some way the person feels like God and you separate. Said you weren't there. And he said, all that time that you thought I wasn't there, when you seen that one footprint, that was me carrying you through it.
Right.
So that's what is carrying through that. So when she comes out of it, she's very strong. We are very strong. It is very strong.
And right, and the divine masculine and the divine feminine will come out a new creature right out of this, a new creation, a new stronger. You will be into your divinity by the time you deal with what this destruction of this energy. Let me see what is these things that you was leading on to destruction in this one. Okay. We got pride in the reverse. Prey. Stalked, invaded, and watched. Okay, so destruction. So some kind of way on the upside. It came in reverse. Stalked, invaded, watched. Destruction. Maybe she thinks that really in some ways you might have, that's why I say for both collectively, that both of the divine, the twin flame collectives feel like stalked, which really means, I want to almost say, I see it's death right here. So that means it's an ending. It's like it's not...
Look like she feels it's behind her.
Right, so it's like the death. It's like it's not ever going to be life in this. In this journey. It's always like it's forever. It's me and like not me and my shadow, but me and this death.
Yeah.
Where it's not any life coming into this. So that's what its destruction would be. That again, destruction means over. So you're always looking for it's something to die, not for it to come to fruition as far as the relationship. Invaded. You always feel like you're invaded by some kind of karmic, either people, person, place, or thing. Some kind of situation that's dragging you down.
It looks like it would seem like to me like that car should have came first and that other car back. But if it did come, nothing happens yes. That car came after. It's trying to tell you, go back to a strong woman. Whatever what they said there. Whatever that is coming, still be strong, because you can't let it get you down.
Right, and so this card here is a clarifier. This clarifies this.
Right.
So that came in the right order. Right. This one now, let's see what you have to surrender. Clear. What does the divine feminine, since that brings on this thought, then death is upon all time and destruction. So what does the divine feminine have to surrender? Right there. And what does the divine masculine have to surrender? Okay. Put that up there. So the divine feminine has to surrender drama. So that means Mary J. Blige is out. No more drama. So no matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. Right. So that means don't feed into this energy. You up top, I feel it. It ain't gonna happen. We ain't gonna have no union. I feel death upon us. So you panicking like it's over. It's over. Right, it's over. It's over. So it's same thing. So you feeling like this, and they saying surrender to the drama. Stop thinking that way. You know, become this lady. Say, okay, bring it on. And even if something do crumble and fall, I'm gonna build on top of that. I'm gonna build an empire on top of that. Or be like this.
In other words, it's there. Are you ready to be that woman?
Right.
It's there.
Yeah.
It's there.
So that was that. And so then also she needs to surrender the idea you can fix someone. I know you could really definitely quote on that. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. Okay, so what is that saying? I know you have a lot to...
You can't fix nobody. That's all I'm going to say. The end, the beginning, and the... You cannot fix nobody. You can give them tell them what you lack and don't lack and walk away. And that's it, because you can't fix them. If it doesn't, like you drop the seed, I always say, if you drop a seed, it's there. And you done planted the seed. So that's all you can do, and water it with the way your actions becomes the water. Okay. And after that, you cannot fix them. If they're going to still be the same, they're going to be the same one way or the other. Now it's up. I don't know what the next card. I'll be quiet.
Okay, that's it for the divine feminine. Now we're going into divine masculine, what he needs to surrender.
Let me see what he said.
Okay, so now with him, I don't do upside downs and surrender. It is what it is. Okay, so he needs to surrender to joy. A key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling. That is interesting. During both the hard and easy times, keep surrendering to more joy. That goes back to what you was talking about him with this armor, covering up all this upper chakras, which is funny because the upper chakras represents the feminine that he was covering. So with this one, the surrender to joy, so he just really needs to kind of, like you say, he's scared about what she's going to say, and just say, forget it. I'm just going to throw caution in the wind, and wherever the cards flies, where they fly. But I'm going to flirt with her, you know, at least let her know I'm attracted to you. I'm going to stop playing these games, sending these mixed signals to you, because I'm trying to find my joy in this. Okay, well, is that it? That's it?
That's it. I forgot what I said before.
Okay.
I don't know if it was joy or not. But,
no, I'm telling you the rest. That's that. Okay, so he needs to surrender the worry. Again, worrying about how it's going to be when he going to receive her in this position. Okay, I done bow down. This to me is like, okay, I'm surrendering to you. I'm at your...
In other words, he cannot change her. Whatever if she's coming in, that she done worked it out in her mind, it's going to work or not going to work in the energy. He can't change it, but just keep his armor on, keep himself alert.
Okay, and so it say make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body, focus on the power of your heart, and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always.
Right, that you're saying the right, because it's the crown, the third eye, what you see, and the throat, what you say. So that's right. That God or Spirit will direct you how to say it, what to say, and at the right time what to say. Because right now, it seems like she's holding, I like to say the cards in her hand.
Right.
But,
no pun intended.
And everything and all. So it's up to him because he's below and she's high.
Right now. And so the same thing, that's funny, the swing came back in again. So this tells you right there, she's ready to play. You wanted in your heart when I asked about what was on your mind. You want to play, and she's telling you here the cards are saying the divine feminine say I want to play too. Okay, look at this. And this card is swinging towards this. So she wants the same thing. Swing, swing, swing. Okay. Okay, so that's the same thing. She's either, and this is like she's in the dream state, she's even been dreaming and thinking about it too, you know, and she wants it as bad as you. And then also you need to surrender to your power, your full power. Your life is calling for you to step in your full power rather than playing it small.
Is that a line?
Yes. So he got to find courage.
Right. Got to find courage. See, that's down on the, that's that. With that armor on, he's got to find courage. Because right now, I still see her strong. Then weak.
But in this card, you see her strong here too. She got the little thing.
The other card that we pulled, in the second card you pulled, that's all. I don't know what they name. Second one, she's standing like that. She's strong. Right now, it seems like the feminine is in the strongest of, what we say, power, if you want to say.
Right.
But just don't take it too far because it can change.
It goes into ego. Right. But right now she's standing in her divine feminine power, which is in her spirit.
Right.
But you have to watch that. And I know that even with yourself, when you're dealing with the divine, your divine counterpart, you have to remind yourself, okay, now check it. Now, what's my motive? Am I doing this out of ego? Or am I doing this out of, you know, just really trying to do, okay, let me do the last thing, higher self. Cards. I'm going to use the messenger, and then I'm going to see what the universe says. What does the divine, clear, what does the divine feminine's higher self want to say to her? And what does the divine masculine want to say, higher self want to say to him? And that's funny. Look what the cards say. Practice moderation. Same thing. What you just said. You say watch it. Don't go too much to the left or too right with that dealing with that power.
Right.
And they came up with his own self. So you gotta do practice in moderation, and also not trying to fix anybody, the the drama, dealing with those things.
And that sister come up like you say by him. I don't know how people still, which all of them is mostly what you pulled to tonight is strong women. So don't get in your head. I got it. I'm steering this boat, car, whatever it is. I'm in the
driver's seat.
Driver's seat. Thank you. I'm in the driver's seat because something can come along and.
Oh yes, definitely on the Divine Twin Soul journey. He at a drop of a dime, and within an instant, a blink of the eye, a bat of a butterfly's wings. You said, I thought we was going along so well, and someone come along.
I had
right.
It,
oh yes, most definitely. And then also, we'll make 45. With the Divine Masculine said, love is your energy. That goes back to again.
Love.
You gone. What is it?
That's like yesterday. I looked at the movie Book Club, and Candy Bergen, she was making a speech. She said, "Love is just a word, but it's what do you make of the word love." And so there it is. What do you make of the word love? It's your energy.
It's your actions.
Your actions.
Too, right? You put the energy behind that action. Just like I got that I have the energy to want to go someplace in the car, but until I turn that engine on, we ain't going nowhere.
And that's turning the love on.
Right.
She say love is just a word like if, saw, anything in the dictionary, but it's the meaning behind it.
Right, and your actions behind it too that matches
the
up.
meaning is your action.
Right, that does that. With that one, and then also possess self-confidence. I'll let you go on because you've been wrapping it up. So what is it for the Divine Masculine? This is him.
That's almost like we're wrapping it up.
It is.
Don't get too ego. See, your self-confidence is your God confidence. It is going within and seeing what some may call it intuition, some may call it the higher power, higher self, and whatever. But it's that intuition that's going to lead you to say the right thing, to do the right thing, and not let ego, you get it above yourself, as they used to say, and old people used to say something else about
You're smelling yourself.
Right. And all. So,
but he don't have that. This is the masculine. This says possess self-confidence.
He could, because he may think she thinks she's overpowering him. See, men think that they let you go to a certain point, and certain point the masculine is gonna come in. Now, what does she think she doing? No, a certain point they're gonna come in. They're gonna let, unless you a nerd or a coward or something, a certain point. Because he's going to sit and think. Didn't we have something about think card there or something?
Yeah, it was.
No, he's going to sit and think now. He's not going to just let her run all over because like we got the thing on his head and everything. He's not going to let her run all over him. He's still thinking. He's going to let her go to a certain point. At a certain point, he's going to wake up.
Right. Okay.
That go back to what you I just bring it up. What you said, hearing from people you ain't heard from a long time ago. In other words, have I still got it? So I'm walking back in the play.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
No, they gonna go along.
Okay.
There's something the matter with them.
Right. Okay. Here we go. Clear. And what does the universe want to say? To the universe want to say to the Divine Feminine. And what does the universe want to say to the Divine Masculine?
He's been on that swing with her.
Oh, okay. Where you go? Okay. GPS. Oh, okay, I like that. Okay. These are my cards here. They're so funny. Okay, so the Divine Feminine, the universe says from scratch. Number 6 is love. Okay, now what you want it, because he's probably going to say the same thing while I'm looking, kind of talk about it.
From scratch. I mean, just going from the relationship from scratch. we had 2 times they were on the swing.
Right.
So that's kind of swinging back and forth. That's why I'm saying don't underestimate a man all the way, because as you swinging back and forth, he's really trying to get in your head, where she thinks she got it. And even, I think we said that a few minutes ago, even a friend or somebody plant that seed, man, because we on the masculine, right?
Right,
man, do you...
No, this is the feminine.
No, I'm talking about, that's the feminine, that feminine, but
right.
when we on the masculine,
yeah, no, the feminine, they told, the cards told her not to listen to her friends.
Yeah, oh, well, I thought, that was her not to listen to her friends. It kind of goes the same way with a man, but we wasn't on that with him.
Right, well, you know what, because again, as divines, we embody both feminine and masculine.
Right.
So the masculine that you're talking to, you telling him that his emotions, because the feminine represents your emotions. His emotions you got to watch.
That's
and that
true.
if he talk to his friends, that friend is going to talk to that divine feminine side, which is his emotions, and say, why you doing that? You stupid, and why you run over and tell you how this relationship going to be.
Right.
And that's that one.
Right.
Okay, from scratch. Congratulations. You've got all the ingredients for every one of your dreams to come true. Everything is now within reach. What are you waiting for? It's not going to bake itself. Quit looking and start cooking. So that goes back to what you're saying. She said she in her power. According to what you said with the cards, how she doing this destruction. She went out in the field. Yeah. She said, I done did my work. I'm really standing here waiting on you to get yourself together.
Right.
I done did it. I done played both roles. I done did the work on the masculine and the feminine.
Right.
I talked about.
She's waiting.
She's waiting on him.
She's waiting.
Okay. GPS is like the system you use in your car to find out where you're going, your destination. That's GPS.
Okay.
This is for the divine masculine.
That's the masculine. Okay. So that's everything is left in his court.
Because it seemed like from this card, she done reached her destination. She waiting on him.
Right. When she comes from that field and he's down there, I told you he's got to think. I told you that. I see that. He's got to think. It had nothing but the cards that came up, whether it was masculine or feminine, came up to say the man, she's got it. That he's got to start to using his thinking power and not use it in a negative way, but more in a positive way. If he's really looking to get this, what he really wants. Now, he can use it in a negative way, but see where she's standing and where she's thinking, he gonna lose.
Right,
the GPS gonna take him, because you got the GPS.
And you on them pause, because I hear you. I'm sorry, I have to break.
With the GPS, sometimes takes you out your way. It don't take you where you say. I heard a lot of people say they've got lost using the GPS.
Right.
So that's the same way with him. If you use it the wrong way, he gonna lose. Okay, so here it goes. The cards for a GPS is a 1 and 5. Now that's interesting. 1 means your intuition and your awareness. 5 means change, but 1 and 5 together creates a 6, which is what? The same as this number 6 for the feminine. So they're mirroring each other. But to me, this tells me it's going to take a little bit more steps for him to get to where she is. Right.
But they're going to end up being in the same destination because they're going to end up with the same number.
She's waiting. But right now, because she's been on there, he went down this road before, but he took a detour.
Yes.
And she's saying, I'm not taking that detour no more.
Right.
The detour took me in the wrong direction. So you get your GPS right this time. You look and you got to put your destination where you're going. Then when the lady, there is a lady, sometimes there's a man, tell you, now you are 1 mile from your destination. Now you are right in front of your destination. It is to the left, to the right. So the right would be the good, left would be the bad. So where are you going to turn?
Okay, so on that, I'm going to read here. Oh, my God. OMG. Your intuition is being a real show off these days. It's so ready to help navigate your life and quite frankly, it's getting a tad bit impatient.
Mm-hmm.
It just can't understand why, when it knows the fun, easy route, you insist on doing everything without its help.
All right. That's the GPS.
There's no need to be lost ever, especially now that you're about to stumble onto a gold mine. And like I said, you got the thing. You're just going to take another step to get there, but you eventually you won't end up with the same number 6.
You got to stop. I remember one time, first time I got a GPS was a day we was going to somewhere up north, and we took the wrong route, so we had to stop, sit, and him program it again. So now when you programmed it again, we made our destination. So that's the same way. Program it again, and you'll be right there where you should be. You must say, I must have put the wrong thing in there, because now I'm over here on so-and-so street, and I should be on so-and-so street.
Okay, very good. All right, and so on that note, that is the end of this reading for the Twin Flame Collective. If you would like to have a reading with me, go to my page, DivineTwinSoul11.com. Go there, hit the services page, click on that one. It's a book online button. Click on that, and that'll lead you to my online booking. You could also reach me on Instantgo, which is GoDivineTwinSoul11.com. There you can get a reading with me either from phone, text, or either video as well. And then also you may get, you can even go to my Facebook page. And so you look on there for either videos or different things that I have that I knew. Don't forget that the month of July, I'm holding specials, $11 for 30 minutes and $22 for an hour. So take advantage of, it's the bag on that in here. Take advantage of that. So I know you're saying she's killing things on air. She's supposed to be divine and respect everything. But I'm killing it because it's getting on my nerves. All right then. So until next time, I say stay elevated, stay motivated, stay illuminated, and namaste, namago.